Hi, this is Mrs. Knopf, and today we are going to continue working in our new method book on the trumpet with line 24, Go Tell Aunt Rhody. So we're going to start at the very beginning and see what we have. As always, we start with our treble clef because that's what the trumpet reads. And then we have our time signature. We are in 4/4 time. The top number tells us how many beats are in each measure. The bottom number gives us the value of the whole note. So we use that information to figure out the value of our other notes as well. So let's do that. So if our whole note gets 4 beats, then half of a whole is half of 4 is 2. So our half notes get 2 beats. And then half of a half is a quarter, half of 2 is 1, and then we get 1 beat per quarter note. So now we are going to go through and figure out our notes, look for patterns, and then we'll play. So we start out on our first line, E, first and second valve, with a half note. Then we play a quarter note E, followed by a D just below the staff, so first and third valve. And then the second measure, we have 2 half note Cs, ledger line below the staff, and they are open, so we don't press any valves. The next measure, we go back up to a D, first and third valve, give that 2 beats, and then we play another one for 1 beat, and then skip up to the first space F, first valve. Then we come back down in order on our next 3 notes. So we go to first line E, just below the staff D, and then open C. In the next line, we have a similar pattern. We start on a half note. It's on the second line. It's an open G, so don't press any valves. Our next note is a quarter note G, followed by F in the first space, first valve. In the next measure, we have a half note E, followed by 2 quarter note E's, first and second valve. Then measure 7, we go down to a quarter note D, first and third, open C, back up to the D, first line E, which is first and second valve, and then we end on an open C for 4 counts. So super important when you're playing, especially when you have repeated notes, that you start each note with a t sound. And that's going to help with each note being very clear and easy to understand. Also, if there's any part of this that you think might give you trouble, for example, measure 7 moves around quite a bit on quarter notes, then it's okay to take 1 or 2 notes at a time and just practice going back and forth between those 2, and then add the next note until you're more comfortable. So we're going to get started at the beginning, and I hope you can play along. Here we go. 1, 2, ready. And that's it for line 24, Go Tell Aunt Rhody on the trumpet. Of course, if you are all ready to go, you can definitely play this at a faster tempo. If you're having some trouble, it's okay to slow it down. You take it at the tempo that you are comfortable with, and then you can always challenge yourself. I hope this has been helpful, and we'll see you next time.